Shinjinshu. You're just a daughter of a concubine. You're not worthy of the Zhao family's eldest son. I'm calling off this wedding today. A concubine's daughter trying to climb the social ladder into the Zhao family? Now that she's been publicly rejected, she's truly brought this humiliation upon herself. Father. Don't worry. This man actually has a rather handsome face. Too bad he's the only guest in the hall stuffing his face with chicken legs. Isn't that Lulu? How does he have the nerve to come here and freeload? He's the only son of the Liu family for 3 generations. Yangzhou's number 1. Expert at cockfighting, dog racing, and gambling. He hasn't read a single word of the classics. He's squandered most of the estate his parents left him. He's even buried in a mountain of debt. People nicknamed him Lulu, Lu the Happy, and it certainly fits him. You. Me? Yes, I mean you. Will you marry me or not? I will. I get a wife for free. Why wouldn't I? Lu Huijin. A playboy like you thinks he's worthy of competing with me? Young Master Zhao, you're the one who called off the wedding. I'm just picking up what you threw away. Do you understand what a bargain is? Last time at the cockfighting arena, your invincible general. How did it lose to my scruffy bird? It's because you have no eye for quality. You throw away the good stuff and treasure the trash. You really need to fix that habit. Everyone shut up. Lu Huijin. What are you so proud of? The Lu family is a mess, owing debts all over the city. Marrying you is like jumping into a fire. Are you finished? How much do you owe? Not that much. How much? 800 taels. 800 taels is enough to feed a family for 3 lifetimes. Fine. Let the ceremony begin. Play the music. Just you wait. Wife, here I come. What? Seat. The Lu family owns 2 manors. The one west of the city has been abandoned for 3 years. Most of the tenant farmers have fled. Last year's harvest was worth less than 10 taels. The one outside the city is slightly better. But the land deed is mortgaged to the bank. It's due in 6 months. There are 3 shops. The silk shop has lost money for 2 years straight. Inventory is piled up. And you still owe the weaving mill for the last shipment. The pawn shop had a fire last winter. Half the shelves were burned, and there's still no money for repairs. The grain shop is still running. But you're selling old grain. Most of the regular customers have left. Total debt is 800 taels. 300 taels are owed to Longsheng Bank in the east. Interest is 3% per month. It's due next month. The other 500 taels are scattered, owed to various accounts. There are so many creditors that someone shows up every few days. Tomorrow wake up at 5:45 a.m. Be at the manor by 6 a.m. First, clear the drainage ditches on that wasteland to the west. Then, wait. Wife? It'll still be dark then. And? I mean, this 800 taels wasn't borrowed in a single day. There's no rush to pay it back in just a day or 2. We just got married. At least give me a moment to breathe. Weren't you quite the talker on the wedding stage? I get a wife for free. No, definitely not. I meant... Wife? Do you know? The way you held that knife just now was particularly beautiful. Sign this. When did you write this? While you were drinking. It's only 800 taels. Your husband can afford to pay it back. Time for bed. I have to farm tomorrow. Wife, you should rest early too. Stop staring at those ledgers. Your eyes will hurt if you look too much. Did you see that? After today's performance, with the Liu family's mountain of debt, her life is basically over. Exactly. Those ants from the Shen family were laughing all the way home. 800 taels. It's not much. I want to see how much of a splash she can really make in the Liu family's mess. A concubine's daughter thinks she can play at being a merchant. Young Master Zhao, this marriage you threw away. I'm afraid all of Yangzhou will make you regret it in the future. Wife, the tea is gone. Pour me another bowl. Clearing 6 months of backstock in 3 days? That's too fast. Isn't fast a good thing? Old Liu, how much cash is left in the accounts? We've taken in over 60 taels these past few days. In total, it's less than 70 taels. Take it all out. Take some men to the East Market and buy up all the umbrella cloth. Don't miss the South or North markets either. Young mistress, we are a fabric shop. We sell silk, cotton, and linen. Umbrella cloth is coarse and doesn't sell for much. There will be heavy rain within 3 days. Isn't it just a bit cloudy? It hasn't rained in 3 years. You two come with me. Did you hear? The Liu family spent their last bit of savings on umbrella cloth. Who knows why they bought so much? Are they changing trades? Old Liu, your young mistress must have money to burn. Pa, buying umbrella cloth on a sunny day? Is she going to use it as a blanket? Everyone knows the Liu family is broke. They finally earned a few dozen taels, and instead of restocking, they buy umbrella cloth. She is a lady from the Shen family, after all. She's educated. Maybe she can predict the future. Maybe she knows God is going to send rain. Go ahead and laugh. When the rain falls, we'll see who's laughing then. 70 taels. If I bet wrong, I'm already so deep in debt, what's a bit more? But if I bet right... Oh, they actually bought it all. So much umbrella cloth. It's enough for all of Yangzhou for 3 years, right? If it doesn't rain in Yangzhou for another 3 years, this cloth will only be good for firewood. Ha ha ha. Old Liu closed the doors. Everyone lend a hand. Young mistress, that's 62 taels worth of goods. Every bit of umbrella cloth in Yangzhou is right here. It's enough. Young mistress, this 62 taels was the last of our liquid cash. Restocking the silk shop, the workers' wages, and the bank payment due next month. I know. Starting tomorrow, the shop staff will take shifts off. We don't have to work? What if someone comes to buy cloth? It's raining? Oh. It's coming down hard. Then I don't have to water the fields tomorrow. The first thing this man thinks of in a downpour is not having to water the fields. The Liu family silk shop. I heard they stocked a whole wagon load 3 days ago. Open up. I need 3 bolts of umbrella cloth. My house is leaking like a sieve. I want 5 bolts. The canopy on my stall collapsed. I haven't been able to open for 3 days. Get in line. Young mistress, what's the price? The shop next door sold out the day before yesterday. The last batch went for 2 taels a bolt. 4 taels a bolt. 4 taels a bolt? The common folk can't afford that. I'm the only one in all of Yangzhou with umbrella cloth. The rain is still falling. Do you think they'll buy it or not? Umbrella cloth. 4 taels a bolt. 4 taels? Why don't you just rob us? 3 days ago, the place next door only charged 2 taels. Exactly. This is pure extortion. 4 taels a bolt. Let's see who you can actually sell it to. 4 taels it is. The young and old at home are all getting soaked. Old Lu, get it for him. I want one too. Give me a bolt. Wait. I want one too. Save one for me. Get in line. I am in line. I was the first one here. Didn't you just say you wanted to see who I'd sell it to? Now you know. For taels a bolt. Sold out. Young mistress, how much did we make this time? After paying the 300 taels due to Longsheng Bank next month, we have 46 taels left over. 300 taels? Young mistress, you really are. Well, young mistress Lu, next time you're going to stock up on something. Could you let me know in advance? I said there would be heavy rain within 3 days. You didn't believe me. The young mistress said 3 days ago it would rain. I was laughing at her back then. I wasn't laughing at her. I was making a fool of myself. Go to the bank tomorrow and pay off that 300 taels first. With the remaining silver, let's go check the manor west of the city. All right, but what's there to see in that wasteland? You can't even grow crops there. The deed says there's a spot where hot water bubbles up. Wasteland with hot springs in the winter. Do you think that's worth anything? I heard my wife offended everyone in Yangzhou today. For taels a bolt, if you don't buy it, you get soaked. It's a fair trade. No offense intended. For taels per bolt. You're greedier than the bookies at the cockfighting ring. You feel bad for them? Well, I feel bad for you. You've been out in the rain for 3 days. You didn't even dry off when you got back. If you fall ill, who's going to handle our family's debts? I certainly can't use an abacus. I'll do it myself, don't move. Your husband might not be good with accounts, but I can certainly handle drying hair. 300 taels in 3 days. You filled the biggest hole in the Lu family's finances. I haven't paid back a cent in 3 years. And you've only been here 3 days. What, are you moved? Deeply moved. That's why I made you ginger soup. Don't interrupt me yet. Your hair isn't dry. Lu Huijin, open up. You've owed me money for 3 months. You sure are hiding comfortably. They're looking for you. How much do you owe? 20 taels. Where's Lu Huijin? Tell him to come out. Dodging debts and hiding at home like a little child. What kind of man are you? Morning, Brother Zhao. Have you eaten? Don't give me that cheeky grin. 20 taels. If you don't have it today, I'm taking your furniture. Tables, chairs, cabinets. I'll take whatever's here. 20 taels? With interest, the principal is 18 taels. Plus 2 taels interest for 3 months. 20 taels total. When did you borrow this? Last year, winter. I lost at the cockfights back then. I was short on cash, so I borrowed a bit. Cockfighting? Yeah. Who's this? My wife. When did you get married? Just a few days ago. It's a shame you missed the feast. $10 taels per ingot. 2 ingots make exactly 20 taels. I didn't think a loser like Lu Huaijin could marry such a reasonable wife. What a waste of a beauty. Such a pity. $20 taels. I've put it on the tab. It's coming out of your allowance. My allowance is only 1 tael a month. Then I'll deduct it for 20 months. Fine. 10 months, 20 months, whatever. But honey, could you save me some face when you pay? Wait until the debt collector is far away. Say that Lu Huaijin paid back Xiaodehu. Don't let the whole street know my wife paid for me. How much is face worth? If it's worthless, then don't worry about it. Fine, I don't need it. Anyway, my wife can earn it back. Didn't you say we're going to the west side? Honey, let's discuss something. Can we use a horse when we go out? What's wrong with the donkey? Nothing's wrong with the donkey. The problem is everyone else rides horses. When I ride a donkey, the kids laugh at me. Why weren't you afraid of people laughing when you lost money cockfighting? That's different. Losing money is my own business. But riding a donkey shames me as your husband. Then don't ride it. Get down and walk. I'll ride. The donkey is actually great, steady and smooth. More comfortable than a horse. Young mistress, look. This whole area is full of gravel. Even the grass won't grow well. You can't grow crops here at all. The old master tried planting wheat, but the yield was less than half of others. It's been abandoned since then. No one has looked after it. Old Lu, go find a hoe. This water is warm. The deed says there's a spring here. It flows year-round. Clear out these weeds. Move the gravel away. Build sheds starting from the spring. They don't need to be tall, just enough to block the wind. Use oilcloth for the roofs. I'll go get people right away. Call all the tenant farmers left on the estate. We start clearing the land today. Young Mistress Lu, you want to buy vegetable seeds too? But you've come at a bad time. Winter is already here. The seeds are already in the ground. Who buys seeds now? All that's left in the shop is old stock from previous years. If you don't mind, I'll take them all. Spinach, cabbage, leeks, green onions. Any leafy green seeds you have. I'll take everything, new or old. Young Mistress Lu, let's be clear. These are old seeds from last year. I can't guarantee they'll sprout. If you buy them, and they don't grow, you can't come back for a refund. How much? These old seeds aren't worth much. They're just taking up space in the warehouse. Give me 2 taels and take the lot. Come out and see something new. The Liu family's little fool married another little fool, buying seeds in the dead of winter, saying she's going to grow vegetables. These 2 darlings together are truly a match made in heaven. Go ahead and laugh when the greens grow. I'm afraid you won't be laughing anymore. What's going on now? Is the Liu family selling cloth again? Selling vegetables. Fresh green vegetables. 10 taels a plate. They'll be gone if you're late. Young mistress, when you said you'd grow vegetables in winter, I had my doubts too. I just didn't dare say it. And now? Now I think the old master is watching over us. He must have sent you to the Liu family. You're no spendthrift wife. You're our family's lucky charm. $10 taels a plate. Limited to 20 plates. Those at the back don't bother lining up. We're sold out for today. I've been here since 7 a.m. Only 20 plates in total? Who's that supposed to feed? I was at the door by 5 a.m. and there were already a dozen people ahead. Old Liu, please invite these 2 ladies in. These vegetables are watered with spring water. The shed's been up for 30 days. You say it's spring water, so it is? Old Liu, give them each a head of cabbage. On the house. Oh, we couldn't possibly. Take them home and try them. If they're good, come back and queue next time. Then thank you, young Mistress Liu. I told you she knows how to do business. She was the one behind the umbrella cloth too. What bad idea are you thinking of now? Is 180 taels enough for a shop in Hangzhou? Hangzhou? We've only just settled in Yangzhou. Land in Hangzhou is worth its weight in gold. A shop there costs at least 300 to 500 taels. Old Liu, don't be hasty. Let her speak. 3 months ago, I heard news while I was at the Shun House. The court is setting up a textile bureau market. It's most likely to be in Hangzhou. A central market? Then the land prices in Hangzhou will triple? At least. Mistress, what if the court chooses Suzhou? It takes a month for news to leave the capital. But from Yangzhou to Hangzhou, it's only 3 days by fast horse. Right now, barely 3 people in Yangzhou know. By the time the whole city finds out, Hangzhou shops won't be at this price. Why are you looking at me? I don't know how to do the books. In this house, she makes the calls. Old Liu, ready the horses. We leave for Hangzhou tomorrow morning. You have a good eye, madam. The location of this shop is perfect. Right on the main street outside Qingba Gate. The asking price is 500 taels. 500 taels? 300. No shop outside Qingba Gate goes for under 450. The shop's 2 streets in are a mile from the pier. This one is less than half a mile away. You know Hangzhou quite well, madam. 300 taels. Plus the empty one next door. 600 taels for both. How did you know? The one next door has the same owner? The door panels use the same paint as this one. The fading is identical too. They were renovated in the same year. You have incredibly sharp eyes, madam. 600 is too low. I can't justify that to the owner. Why don't you leave a deposit first? Ask him now. I'll wait here. The owner said. The absolute minimum is 680 taels. Young mistress, we only have 180 taels in cash. 680 is way too much of a gap. This is the deed for the Lu Silk Shop in Yangzhou. The 3 shops are worth 400 taels at market value. I'll trade one of them for these 2. And pay 80 taels cash as a deposit. My lady, I'll go talk to the owner later. Congratulations, my lady. The owner agreed. The 2 shops will be handed over within half a month. Young mistress is our bet. A bit too big? If the imperial court chooses Suzhou in the end, if we lose, we start over. If we win Yangzhou, the Lu family won't just be in Yangzhou anymore. Young mistress, someone from the Shen family is here. The second mistress asks you to return to the manor tomorrow. What for? The person didn't say. Just said you must go back. Understood. I'll go tomorrow. The salt and iron case. Lu Huijin, what exactly are you investigating? Shun Jinshu, your second aunt reported you to the ancestral hall today. She claims that while managing the Lu family shops, you embezzled funds from the Shun family's public treasury. Do you admit it? I do not. On the 3rd day of the 12th lunar month, the Lu family shop bought a batch of cotton cloth. The books record it as 50 taels. But I sent someone to ask that weaving mill, and they said that batch of cloth only sold for 35 taels. Where did the extra 15 taels go? 15 taels of silver is enough for an ordinary family to live on for half a year. No wonder the Lu family's mess is still holding on. I said it long ago. A daughter from a concubine shouldn't be too prominent. Once they get ambitious, there's nothing they won't do. Second aunt, which weaving mill was that batch of cotton cloth from? Zhou's in the south of the city. The market price for Zhou's cotton cloth is 1.2 taels per bolt. I bought 30 bolts, which should have been 36 taels, but because cloth is in high demand at the end of the year, Zhou's added a 14% holiday surcharge. The other 9 taels were for shipping and tips for the dock workers. This is the shipping manifest from Zhou's. This is the receipt from the dock workers. This is the settlement statement from the shipping firm. Every transaction is signed and stamped. Please take a look, third great-uncle, second sister-in-law. What do you have to say to this? The first transaction was my oversight. What about the second one? On the 15th of the 12th lunar month, the Lu family shop renovated its storefront. The books recorded 30 taels, but no carpenter on that street ever took a job from the Lu family. Where did those 30 taels go? 30 taels to renovate a storefront? I'm afraid it went into her own pocket. The renovation cost 12 taels. The shop couldn't operate during the renovation, so I had the staff clear out inventory outside the city. Lodging, meals, and hiring carts cost 8 taels in total. The other 10 taels were used to set up a temporary tea stall in front of the shop. The tea stall made a net profit of 6 taels. Every single cent of those 30 taels is accounted for. Second aunt, if you think something is wrong, you can send someone to ask on the street right now. If even one entry doesn't match, I Shinjingru will kneel before our ancestors today and accept any punishment. Enough. Second aunt, since you want to audit the accounts, Let's audit them all thoroughly. This is a copy of the Xie family's public accounts for the past 3 years. I copied every entry from the old files. Last March, 100 taels were withdrawn from the public account under the pretense of repairing the ancestral hall, but only 3 roof tiles were replaced last year, costing less than 2 taels. Where did the rest go? The year before last, in June, the pretense was helping poor relatives. But that year, the only poor relative who came to the Xie family was a distant cousin who was sent away by second aunt after only 3 days, without even being given travel money, 50 taels. Who did you help? Where did you steal these accounts from? Secretly copying the family's public ledgers is a grave violation of clan rules. The ledgers are kept in the ancestral hall. The door to the ancestral hall's second aunt. You were the one who opened it. I went into the ancestral hall to reconcile the accounts and copied a set while I was at it. Does that count as stealing? Every cent you embezzled is in this ledger. Do you want me to read it out one by one, or will you look at it yourself? Someone escort the second mistress back to her quarters to rest. Without my permission. Do not leave the premises. Don't get cocky. Hey, you go back first. Young mistress, you even remember the accounts from 3 years ago? Numbers don't lie. That second mistress's face looked even worse than mine. Young mistress, that carriage. That carriage was intentional. I heard you turned the Xie family ancestral hall upside down today. Someone tried to hit me with a carriage outside the Xie ancestral hall. Are you hurt? I wasn't hurt, I dodged it. From now on, have old Lu bring 2 more men when you go out. Some things when the time is right. I will tell you. It's a good thing I hoarded shops in Hangzhou early. Now I've made a fortune. Hangzhou land prices tripled overnight. I didn't catch that. The Lu family shops people were just in Hangzhou last month. Do you think? Did she know about it beforehand? Others hadn't even heard a whisper. And she had already finished transferring the deeds. Last time with the rainproof umbrella cloth, you said it was just a blind cat finding a dead mouse. Is hoarding shops in Hangzhou this time also a blind cat? Can a blind cat find a mouse twice in a row? Hey. We made money in Hangzhou. Why are you still frowning? Someone is shorting Yangzhou. Grain prices have already started to fall. When did it arrive? This morning. Stuck in the crack of the shop door. No signature. No signature, but what it says is true. I had old Lu check. 3 days ago, the grain price in Yangzhou was 2 taels per ton. Yesterday it dropped to 1.8. This morning it's already down to 1.6. Someone is dumping large amounts of stored grain, driving down the market price. There are no more than 3 firms in Yangzhou with the power to do that. No, shorting Yangzhou isn't just to make a profit on the spread. No matter how low the grain price is pushed, it will eventually go back up. The person dumping the grain is losing money too. Unless they are deliberately trying to make Yangzhou's grain merchants collapse. Someone is clearing the field, squeezing out the small grain merchants. and then monopolizing the market, taking over the entire Yangzhou market. But to short the grain price of an entire city, local Yangzhou firms aren't enough. There must be outside money behind it. Hangzhou just established the silk weaving bureau. All the merchants in Jiangnan are eyeing Hangzhou. Shorting Yangzhou at this time, the timing is too precise. While everyone is looking east, someone is digging a pit in the west. What do you want to do? They dump. I buy. Buy. How much cash do you have on hand? Mortgaging the 2 Hangzhou shops can get me 1,000 taels. The vegetables from the greenhouse are still being harvested. The third batch can be cut by the end of the month, which can bring in another 200 taels. 1,200 taels. To buy into a market where you don't know who's pulling the strings? You're bolder than I thought. It's not about being bold. It's that they made a mistake. They are emptying out Yangzhou. So they must be simultaneously going long on another city, pushing down the grain price in Yangzhou, and raising the grain price in another city to profit from both ends. As long as we find that city, we can get ahead of them. Huayan is a hub for the Grand Canal transport. Grain from Jiangnan going north must pass through Huayan. If the grain price in Yangzhou is crushed, the grain price in Huayan will definitely skyrocket. Huayan. Young mistress, there's an urgent letter from the Hangzhou shop. Someone is inquiring about the asking price for your 2 shops. The person asking is surnamed Chao. The purchasing agent for the Jiangnan Weaving Bureau is also surnamed Chao. Finally, they're here. Who's here? Old Lu, prepare the horses. I need to go to the bank. I'll go with you. What are you going for? To carry the silver for you. My wife is going to the bank to borrow 1,000 taels. I have to be there to support the scene, right? Don't worry, I'll just stand by and not say a word. I'll just be there to look handsome. Let's go, borrow 1,200 taels. $1,200 taels plus what we earned before. The liquid silver you have on hand now is more than half the firms in Yangzhou. How do you plan to spend it next? First, go buy grain. The grain price dropped again. How long is this going to drop for? Are they trying to kill us? I'm selling the grain. Something happened in Huayan. The canal levee broke again. 3 counties in Huayan Prefecture are flooded. The autumn harvest is all ruined. The grain price in Huayan rose to 4 taels today, and it's still climbing. Canal levee broke. Huayan is hit by disaster. Grain transport is cut off. All the grain merchants in Jiangnan will flock to Huayan. And those in Yangzhou who can produce large amounts of stored grain. Old Lu, take inventory of the grain in the warehouse. Start selling grain tomorrow. 5 taels per stone, no bargaining. Who sent that anonymous letter to the young mistress? The salt and iron case. What? That pattern. I've seen it in Lu Huijin's study. It was tucked inside a book he wouldn't let me touch. The Salt and Iron Commissioner, the Jiangnan manufacturer, the Ministry of Revenue official. One of the 3 is a fake. Still awake this late? Checking the accounts. Where did you find this ledger? In the drawer under your desk. The drawer wasn't locked. How much did you read? Not much, but enough to know what you're investigating. You shouldn't have looked. That carriage that tried to hit me. The pattern on the lantern was the same as the one on the paper tucked in your ledger. I was almost killed. You say I shouldn't have looked? The Salt and Iron case is a 3-year-old cold case. The investigation concluded that Someone colluded with salt merchants to embezzle salt taxes. But by the end of the investigation, the prime suspect died in prison. Key witnesses recanted their testimonies one by one, and the case was hastily closed. I've been looking for the ledger that went missing back then. There must be a ledger for the embezzled salt taxes, who took how much, and who it was distributed to. Every transaction must be recorded. Who are you? I can't tell you yet. The secret ledger is in the Shen family ancestral hall, hidden in the pillar. Go quickly. Someone is going to burn the ancestral hall tonight. Wake up, old Lu. Bring 2 more lanterns. We're going to the ancestral hall. Grandma Lu, what are you burning? Old accounts that no one looks at anymore. Better to burn them and be done with it. Whose old accounts? Old Lu, find a ladder. I'll do it. The Zhao family. I've guarded that ledger for 3 years. 3 years ago, an old accountant from the Shen family gave it to me before he died. He couldn't bear to burn it. The greedy ones remain at large, while the honest ones take the blame. He couldn't swallow that injustice. I've waited for 3 years, and no one came. I only waited for you. These pages show the silver the Wang family embezzled from the palace. Every single transaction, clear as day. Jinshu, how much did you read? Enough. Then you won't be leaving here alive tonight. Brother Zhao. You're no good at cockfighting. And you're not much better at robbing people. Lu Huiqing, you useless fop, do you really think you can stop me? The Crown Prince? It's the Crown Prince. The salt and iron case investigation hit a dead end 3 years ago. Witnesses recanted, the prime suspect died, and I couldn't figure out who had the power to do that. Then I realized, anyone who could reach into the Ministry of Justice prison must have had financial ties to that operation. Thank you, Brother Zhao. The Zhao family caravan smuggling salt, the Shen family distributing it, and you bribing the officials. It's all here. Wife. I told you. It was only 800 taels. Your husband can afford to pay it back. You're the Crown Prince? Yes. You've been eating chicken legs at my shop for 3 months. And your braised pork, too. The day I slammed my kitchen knife down next to your face. Why didn't you show me this seal? I was afraid you'd actually try to chop the Crown Prince. That would have been hard to clean up. I'll keep these ledgers for her. I'll return them to Grandma Lu once the case is closed. Sign the IOU before you go. I am the Crown Prince. The Crown Prince doesn't have to pay for meals. Fine. I'll pay you back when I return. From the capital to Yangzhou takes half a month even at full gallop. While I'm away, don't stay up late calculating accounts. It's bad for your eyes. Okay. Young mistress, how long will the young master be gone? 2 months. The shop will operate as usual. Old Lu, pack your things. We're going to the capital tomorrow morning. To the capital? The young master only just left. I'm going regardless. I don't know how to use the sword, but I should carry one for protection on the way to the capital. You feel it too, don't you? I'll pay you back when I return. He will come back. He owes me 3 taels and 6 qian. Young mistress, those men have been following us from the ferry crossing. They're keeping their distance, as if they were waiting for us to leave the city. Turn east at the fork ahead. Take the small path. The small path is a detour. They chose the main road to strike because the small path is too narrow for horses to run. Lu family's young mistress? Who's asking? From the Huayan branch of the Canal gang. Someone offered 500 taels for your husband's life. We missed the crown prince, but we caught his wife instead. Aren't you afraid he won't show up if we take you? Don't do anything rash. It's broad daylight. There's no village or field for miles. There isn't even a night watchman within 10 miles. So the lady knows how to use the knife? 500 taels for the life of the crown prince? That's too cheap. I'll give you 1,000 taels. The canal gang only cares about money. 500 taels split between 3 people. That's less than 200 each. Enough to live on for half a year. Is it worth committing a crime for half a year's expenses? That's a bad deal. 1,000 taels in cash. Available at the Yangzhou Lu shop counter anytime. Let me pass. And you can tell your employer you couldn't find us. You'll get paid by both sides for doing nothing. Big brother, she makes sense. 1,000 taels is double 500. How can we be sure you won't report us to the authorities once you reach the capital? If I report you, you'll just run away. But in the future, no one will ever hire a group of people who take money but don't deliver. Instead, if you let me pass, I won't report you. From now on, all of the Yangzhou Lu family's shipping will be handled by the Huayan branch. 1,000 taels plus annual shipping business. Compared to 500 taels. Which is the better deal? Within 3 days, deliver the silver to the Huayan ferry. 3 days. Young mistress, are you really going to give them 1,000 taels? 1,000 taels to turn 3 men against their employer? That's a bargain.